Welcome back, everyone, to part two of this week's presentation on what I am entitling the painting as the way of Chamisa. Odd sounding name. That's Spanish. Here in America, we call it rabbit brush. And so it's a plant that blooms in August, September, October. It's just a beautiful big, large, bushy plant that really sends out a lot of yellow blossoms. So, as you can see, I kind of got started early with the color in the distance there, working in the local color of the distant hill patterns, and then that middle ground, very red maple, and then coming into the foreground where I've got the main character of our little scene here, that Chamisa plant that is growing. So as you're watching this process, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to carefully delineate values. Yes, I'm using color, but I'm still trying to think in terms of light and dark patterns. And that original monochromatic underpainting helped me to get started with that. And it's in my mind, and I'm trying to work with that as I lay in the colors over the top. I'm trying to delineate textures, grass, shrub, and bush textures that are growing. And I'm just trying to paint in all the strokes that I need to that really tells the story of what's happening here in this little scene. Basically, I have a triad color relationship going on here. Red, yellow, and blue, with an emphasis on the red and yellow, obviously. But you will see a little bit of blue coming in, and it's kind of a gray blue more than anything else. As I'm going along here, I'm building textures and building down from light kind of middle tone values down to some good darks in places where I need them in order for this image, this painting, to have the kind of visual impact or punch that the photograph has. So it's a process, and it's going to take some time to get there. So as you're watching the painting come about, I'm sure you're noticing some real differences between the painting and the photograph. Remember that I started this from memory. I started this because I had been looking at this photograph so much. I got to the point where I felt like I really wanted to try and paint it from memory. And so as I did that and then pulled the photograph up, I know I'm seeing a great many differences, but the uniqueness and the personality of the painting is something that I'm honoring here. I'm just letting it be what it is. For me, that spray of rabbit brush or Chamisa in that foreground is something that I really wanted to emphasize, and that's what I'm doing now. Now, if I were to take another shot at this painting, I might paint it very differently. As a matter of fact, this stage that you are watching come together may not necessarily be the end image of this painting. I may actually go back into it and sand it back just a little bit and then paint over the top once again, establishing more carefully the colors, textures, and patterns that I really feel like I can achieve. So again, I come back to that word process. This is a process that you're witnessing. Okay, I'm going to turn you over to the music, and I'll talk to you on the other side. Enjoy. So as I said earlier that I might work back into it, that was sort of a tell. As I've been evaluating this painting through the process of making it, I've decided that actually that is what I'm going to do. I've taken it to a certain point, and so it needs a little bit more work, and I'm going to give it that time and that work. I will sand back into it lightly, come back over the top with more paint, more color, more exacting tones and textures, and getting the colors and values exactly where I want. It's a process. We need to realize that. And you need to give your image the time and energy that it needs, and you need to know your own process as an artist in order to be able to accomplish that. Hey, thanks for listening, everyone. Take care. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave comments in the comments section. Take care. I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day.